Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Cheese Gaming here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. Last time we battled Rayquaza, and here we are doing a bonus video. Yes, I'm doing bonus videos for even my most recent Let's Plays. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and in this part we're gonna cover one last thing. One thing that I have not covered in my main playthrough, and I saved this for a very special video. I've gone right ahead and did some off-screen training. I got an Utsukushi all the way up to level 55, and now has the moves Recover, Safeguard, Hydro Pump, and Attract. Recover recovers up to half of the user's HP. Safeguard protects the entire party from status inflictions. Hydro Pump is just a really powerful water type move, and Attract basically is confusion, except it can only be cured by switching out, nothing else. Anyways, I've also gone Skarmory. I gave Gagana the Focus Band, which is essentially the ability Sturdy. Basically, if Skarmory has max HP and got one head KO'd, there's a small chance that it would remain intact with just 1 HP. Nothing changed in terms of moves. I gave Agron, that is RN Man, a Shell Bell. Basically, it recovers a little bit of HP each time a physical attack is inflicted. Guardian pretty much stayed the same. Linoon Lee learned Belly Drum, which I have replaced Fury Swipes with. Belly Drum sacrifices half of the user's HP in order to maximize the attack stat. And it goes fairly good combination with his rest, especially if you give Linoon a Chesterberry, but instead I gave Linoon a King's Rock. Basically has a chance of making the foe flinch if they use a physical attack on Lee. And Doro, I gave Doro the Soft Sand simply to make Earthquake a bit more powerful. Anyways, we're gonna go into Meteor Falls. And yes, I actually got in to my super repels for once. Anyways, let's go right inside, because there's a whole new area of Meteor Falls. Actually, we could access this earlier, but it pretty much was empty beforehand. Now, I don't have a Pokemon with Surf, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and teach Surf to Utsukushi, because there's a few moves that I don't entirely care for, and I actually think that it's just viable to use my original team for what's ahead. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Safeguard, because if I'm afraid of status inflicting moves, I can just switch to Guardian. And second of all, we're gonna need to use Waterfall, because you know, this Meteor Falls is a waterfall. And although Attract is a really good move, I have to get rid of it. Not necessarily because Waterfall is a better move, in fact, Waterfall is a terrible move, but because I need it to progress. Surf, on the other hand, is a really good move. It's pretty much the best HM move to use in battle. Anyways, let's climb up the waterfall. Get right inside the cave. Anyways, we're gonna traverse a bit deeper. In another area, there is a special cave that you can enter, which will actually contain... It does not look very significant and is a pretty small cave. However, in there you can actually fight Bagon. Bagon is a pure Dragon-type Pokemon with Rock Head, which prevents recoil damage. It evolves into Shelgon at level 30, which is extremely defensive. Shelgon evolves at level 50 into Salamence, which has Intimidate, which counters Salamence's low defense. Salamence is also part flying, making it immune to ground. It became banned in future games from tournaments, along with Wynot and Wobbuffet, simply for being too powerful. It was eventually allowed, only to be banned again for having an overpowered Mega Evolution in Gen 6. Pretty much getting a Bagon and training it up to Salamence, especially using an EV training method, it is ridiculously powerful. Over here we can get DM23, which is Iron Tail, and that's pretty much a hint of what's up ahead. Gonna travel through this cave, which seems to be dug out, and it's Steven. Gonna switch my team around, make sure that Gagana is out, and we're gonna talk to him.
Oh, wow, Brandon. I'm amazed you knew where to find me. Do you, maybe think of me as just a rock maniac? No, that can't be right. We battled along each other at the Sutopolis Space Center.
Sutopolis doesn't have a space center, you're thinking of Moss Deep. You should know that. You live in Moss Deep.
You should have a very good idea of how good I am. Okay, Brendan, if you're going to mount a serious challenge, expect the worst.
Here it is, the ultimate trainer in the game, the ultimate boss. Pretty much the Red of Gen 3, as well as the Mewtwo of Gen 3. This is Steven, the former champion before Wallace took his place. And let me tell you, Steven is very powerful. I actually recommend having your Pokemon up to level 60. A good place to grind is at Victory Road by battling against Wally. You can battle Wally once per day, as well as the Elite Four, and you can also battle Gabby and Ty repeatedly. Those are the best place to grind for levels. Anyways, he's gonna start off with Skarmory. I'm gonna start off with Gagana myself and start using spikes. His own Skarmory also has Steel Wing as well as spikes, so there's two things that our Skarmories have in common. Gonna go ahead, start off with spikes, and go ahead and use a middle sound. He's gonna go ahead and use spikes himself. Too bad we don't have any way of getting rid of them. But we're gonna lower his special defense as low as possible. Why? Because pretty much the only thing that we good against Skarmory that we have would be Gardevoir. And Gardevoir is only gonna be good if we lower his special defense as much as you can. Thankfully, Skarmory has pretty crap special defense by itself. And its special defense won't go any lower. Now let's test that out with Air Cutter, even though that I think that flying is a physical move in this game. Yes it is, plus it's not very effective. So we're gonna switch to Guardian, and hopefully we'll be able to take Skarmory out pretty fast. We are of course hurt by spikes. And let's hope that we're faster than that. Yes, we are. Now this should do plenty of damage. Okay, did not quite knock it out. Oh my gosh, it actually missed. And Steven also wasted his full restore. Yes, he only has one full restore, just like all of the other boss characters. We can do a ton of damage one more time. And you know what? Let's go ahead and heal ourselves. Since we're faster than that, we're not gonna have to worry about the damage that it's going to inflict afterward. Okay, it withdrew his Skarmory and sent out his Metagross. We should be damaged a little bit by spikes, should only do 5% of his max HP anyways. Let's go ahead and use Hypnosis because Metagross is his most powerful Pokemon. pretty much swapped it out because of that Shadow Ball, which most likely, yes, is going to defeat Guardian right at the spot. So instead I'm gonna send up Gagana. It does have Earthquake, which makes it somewhat annoying. Let's go ahead and both Air Cutter and Steel Wing isn't gonna do much, so I'm just gonna quickly check which one has most HP, well, most attack power. That would be Steel Wing, so let's go ahead and use Steel Wing and hope that is not faster than it, because I believe it also has Psychic. Yes, it does. Psychic, Earthquake, it works. Thankfully, Skarmory is quite resilient against it. Which is actually why I'm gonna use Skarmory as a tank as I heal up my other Pokemon. Well, not a tank, but rather my wall. It's pretty much just gonna get stuck in a loop of using Psychic. But that still gives me plenty of time to revive Guardian. He also has Earthquake, and pretty much this is the only move he can use. Okay, Guardian is actually not a good Pokemon to send out, so I'm just gonna have to stick with Aura Man instead. Kinda sucks that he sends his Metagross out so soon, but hey, if we take it away, we wouldn't really have to worry much anymore. Let's start off with Protect, just to see what it can do. And thank goodness we protected ourselves. Now we can actually go turn around and let's use a middle sound. This is gonna take out Aura Man, no ifs, buts, and ands about it. Hitsukushi is pretty much gonna be my best bet at this point. So let's go ahead and use a Hydro Pump, and if I need to use Recover, I can do so. Actually, I might as well alternate between Recover and Hydro Pump. Actually is faster than me, so Hydro Pump is not a good idea. Instead, I'm gonna use my Hyper Potions. Okay, use a Shadow Ball, that's surprising. Use another Hydro Pump. And I'm going to pray that this Earthquake does not actually make me faint. Okay, it did not. And yes, it also has a Citrus Berry, which will recover about 30% of its HP. Well, actually, no, it recovers about 10%. Never mind. I'm actually kind of happy about that false information. Okay, use another Hydro Pump. Hopefully it's not gonna get a critical hit. Thank goodness, this should take out Metagross. If not, give it very close, which unfortunately that seems to be the case. Okay. And let's use Surf because that actually has a 100% accuracy. And my accuracy hasn't been lowered so far, so Surf. Okay, now he's gonna use his Aggron. You would think that I would use Justice by sending out my own Aggron, however, that's actually a pretty bad idea. One is because his Aggron has Earthquake, and that will also knock out my Aura Man. And on top of that, Aura Man is obviously fainted at the moment. So I'm gonna send out Doro instead. gonna get hurt by spikes. His Aggron is gonna be hurt by spikes, and I'm gonna quickly use an Earthquake. Thank goodness I'm faster than his Aggron. Then again, Aggrons are notorious for being quite slow. And there we go, took out Aggron in one hit. Cradilly, it is actually part plant type, which is not good. Thankfully, it's also part rock type, so Guardian is actually not that bad of an idea. Of course, I'm gonna have to revive Guardian. And it's hurt by spikes. Awesome. Use my Hyper Potion. Now, I also know that it has Ingrain and Synthesis. Anyways, let's start off with a Hypnosis. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use a Future Sight just to guarantee a hit. Well, it's not gonna guarantee a hit, but it'll hit it even if Guardian faints. Now this shall do plenty of damage. Use another Psychic. Alright. It should take the Future Sight attack right now. Awesome, it actually struck. I could tell by the animation. You had a second full restore? Okay. That legitimately surprised me. I'm gonna use another Hypnosis though. Okay, I doubt that he has more than 3 fully restores. Use another Future Sight. And something that does not have eyes is somehow hypnotized. Well, actually, I already made that argument. You can still be hypnotized, even if you are blind. Any blind hypnosis enthusiasts out there, be happy. You can actually be hypnotized. Okay, that's actually gonna restore some health, but it's gonna take the Future Sight attack. Which might take it out. No, it did not. Okay, I'll use a regular Psychic. Clay Doll. Oh, this is annoying. Especially if it's his last, not his last Pokemon, because you know what it's going to do? It's going to use Light Screen, which raises the special defense of all of his Pokemon. Yeah, not fun. I'm gonna switch to Usukushi and actually hope that Usukushi does not get killed by the spikes. Okay. Usukushi survived. Actually, most of my attacks are physical anyway, so Light Screen shouldn't be too much of a hassle anyways. And because it's part rock type, Hydro Pump, let's use Surf, because like I said, Surf actually has 100% accuracy. So long as the accuracy isn't lowered. It's not like a guaranteed hit like Swift is, but hey. Okay. Use another Hyper Potion. I know it only recovers a little less than 100 HP, but hey. Okay, raised its special defense. Okay, anyways, let's use Hydro Pump. Simply because that's gonna do more damage than a regular Surf. However, it has lowered accuracy. Good thing that I trained Usukushi in defense. Okay, It's also not a bad idea to just wait out against Glaydol until the light screen wears off. You had a third full restore. What the heck? And great, the light screen wore off. You put up another one. See how annoying this Glaydol is? Like, Steven knew that it was gonna go down, so he used it at just the perfect opportunity. That's mean. Well, Steven did promise us a challenge, and at least he is giving us a fair challenge. Okay, another surf. Alright, Glaydol has a higher speed than me. Never mind. And Yusakushi grew a level. Nice. And he's sending back his Garmery. Well, in that case, I'm gonna send out Guardian. He has one more Pokemon after this, but thankfully I know that this Pokemon can go down in one hit if you have Earthquake. So I'm not really scared about over his last Pokemon. I'm just gonna take this time to revive Kagana and Aron Man. 4! 4! 4! You know what? There you go. You're hypnotized. What are you gonna do about that? Use a full restore to bring it back? I don't think so. Sleep, and I'll play you a song like with metal. Heavy metal. Okay, woke up. I don't care. You're not gonna do a whole lot of damage. And of course, it's not gonna be affected by spikes because of flying type. Anyway, Steel Wing. Twin Tornadoes! Countered by a Twin Tornado! And you know what I need to? I need to heal, Guardian. But a single Earthquake, I'm positive, will knock down your last Pokemon. Positive. Let's see if you can take another metal sound. Yes, you can. Okay, 3 metal sounds. Okay. I'm excited because I may very well take him down. Seriously though, I had no idea that he had 5 full restorers. That's mean. Okay. Steel Wing again. And I'm only gonna do this until you get to the yellow, okay? Ha! You missed. Eyes closed, Twin Tornado! Let's see if you can take another metal sound. Okay, your special defense is lowest. Okay, I'm not gonna take you all the way down to little yellow because that's definitely gonna take a pretty long time. Ooh, increase my defense. Maybe I will keep Gogana out for a little longer. Okay. Man, our steel wings are missing. How can you avoid a twin tornado? Further increase defense. That is great. Okay. Okay, his defense is also going up. And also I know that Gogana's eyes isn't really closing, it's just an effect. By switching to an all silver palette. Well, actually switching to grayscale. Okay. I say one more hit and it will turn to the yellow. Okay, it didn't, but I'll go ahead and... Actually, no, I'm gonna go ahead and do it with my team awake. Ara Man especially. Ara Man needs to witness this event. An event on a grand scale. Okay. This should get it to yellow. Yes, it did. At that point, Guardian is all yours. His special defense is at its lowest. Won't risk it. No, I'm not gonna use the water. Okay, Psychic, make sure it counts. It did! Alright, now he's down to just one more Pokemon. His Armaldo. Really, really, really high special defense. But guess what? Weak to ground type moves. Doro should take it out in one hit. If not, two. It's gonna be hurt by spikes a little bit. Make this work. Earthquake! Okay, it's gonna be 2 attacks. But I am faster than it, so ha! I was hoping for something epic that would... You survived with 1 HP left. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. If he actually uses a full restore, I'm going to laugh. Okay. You know what? I'll take it out with an earthquake. Okay, not as an epic as ending. I think that's actually the combo breaker of just a typical ending, because if I remember right, I actually took down green, that is blue, in the US version. I actually took down the champion in the first game with a Leech Seed. Took down Lance with with a Parish Song. I took down Red with a very weak move using my weakest Pokemon, and I took down Wallace with Synchronized Guardian. And well, this is a combo breaker because I took down Steven regularly. Too bad it wasn't a one-hit KO.
You. I had no idea you'd become so strong.
And just at the 30-minute mark. Nice.
Come to think of it, ever since our paths first crossed in Granite Cave in Dewford, I had this feeling. I thought that you would eventually become the champion. Right predictions usually come true. Where would you go from here? Even I couldn't tell you that.
I will tell you. Guys, have you been... It's interesting. Meteor falls, like the falling of meteors. And also ties into the Delta episode, in which case Zinnia managed to awaken Mega Rayquaza, so that we wouldn't have to use the Link Machine to transport an asteroid to another world. But Mega Evolution doesn't exist in this game, and Zinnia doesn't even exist. But if a meteor did appear here, would they that pretty much leaves them no choice but to use the Link Machine. And if they use the Link Machine, just what world would that meteor go to?